feeling like the entire world was collapsing beneath my feet. You know how it feels when you did everything right, but somehow, you still lose? That was me. I didn't lose my job because I lied. I didn't lose it because I stole. I didn't lose it because I caused trouble. I lost it because I prayed. For him. For his eyes to open. For evil to be exposed. And here's the part that hurt the most. The truth did come out. And I was still punished. But as I reached the iron gates of the estate, I heard a whisper in my spirit, "Walk away, Maria. I'm not done." When I stepped outside the gate, a black car was waiting. At first, I thought it was Chanel coming to attack me again. Or maybe one of her new boyfriends. But no, the tinted window rolled down. And there he was, Mr. Kingston's private investigator.
The same man I saw in the mansion twice. Always quiet, always watching. He looked at me and said, "Maria, we need to talk." My heart dropped. What now? I've already been fired. He leaned forward slowly, eyes sharp. You weren't fired for interfering. You were fired because you got too close to the truth. I blinked. What truth? He looked around like someone was listening. Then he whispered, "There's more to Chanel than cheating. Much more. And Kingston doesn't want the world to know." I shook my head. What are you talking about? She stole money. She cheated. What else is there? He sighed. Maria, Chanel wasn't just dating your brother. She was connected to a man we've been investigating for months. A man involved in high-end fraud, identity theft, and illegal transfers. My heart froze. You're saying she's part of a criminal ring? He nodded. She used your brother as a pawn. She used Kingston as a bank. And she used the mansion to hide things. I felt sick. So why fire me? He rubbed his forehead. Because you were getting in the way. Your prayers, your pressure, your questions? You were moving too close to things Kingston didn't want uncovered. I stepped back. So he fired me, to protect her? He didn't answer. Which told me everything. A week passed. Chanel stayed gone. Mr. Kingston stayed silent. And I tried to move on. Until one night, around 9 p.m., someone knocked on my door. I opened it, and there stood Mr. Kingston. Tired, broken, confused, shirt untucked, eyes red like he hadn't slept since the day I left. "Maria," he whispered, "may I come in?" I stepped aside. He sat at my small kitchen table like it was a throne. Then he said something I never expected. "You were right. You were right about everything. About her. About the lies. About the money. About the other man." He shook his head slowly. "But Maria, it's worse than that." He slid a folder across my table. Inside were photos, bank records, a fake ID, and emails. Emails from Chanel, to the very same man the investigator warned me about. But what made my heart stop was the last photo, a picture of Chanel wearing that silver dress. Inside Kingston's office, opening his safe, asterisk. I gasped. "You thought she cheated? But she was actually stealing from you?" I whispered. He nodded slowly. "Maria, she took $2 million. My stomach twisted. "But why are you here? Why tell me this now?" His voice broke. "Because, you prayed for me. You protected me. And I fired you for it." He reached across my table and grabbed my hands. "Maria, I want you to come back." I pulled my hands away gently. "Sir, I didn't leave because of work. I left because, you didn't trust me." He swallowed hard. "I know, and I'm sorry, but I need you now. Not as a maid, but as someone I can trust." Then he said the words I never expected. "I want to hire you as my personal advisor. Your discernment saved me, your prayers saved me, and I need that kind of protection in my life." My heart pounded. This was more than a job. This was redemption. But before I could answer, we heard a noise outside. A car door, footsteps, whispering, then a woman's voice. "I know she's in there." My blood ran cold. Chanel. She barged into the doorway with two men behind her. Hair messy, makeup smeared, eyes wild. "Maria," she screamed, "you ruined my life. You think you can hide? You think you can pray this away?" The men stepped forward. Mr. Kingston jumped to his feet. "Chanel, what are you doing?" She laughed, a dark, broken laugh. "You cost me everything, so now I'm taking everything from you." The men reached into their jackets. My heart nearly stopped, but then suddenly, sirens, red and blue lights flashing through my window. Officers shouting. The door burst open. Police flooded the room. "Hands where we can see them." Chanel screamed as they grabbed her. The men ran, but didn't get far. They were arrested on the spot. I stood frozen. Kingston stood frozen. Chanel was dragged out, kicking and screaming. "This isn't over, Maria." When the police left, the house fell silent. Kingston looked at me like he was seeing me for the first time. Maria, if you hadn't prayed, I'd be dead. I swallowed. I didn't pray to be a hero. I prayed because God told me to. He nodded slowly. Then please, do what God says. Come back, not as a maid, as my protection. I closed my eyes, listened for the Holy Spirit, and he whispered, your assignment isn't finished. I opened my eyes, looked at Kingston, and said, I'll come back, but only if prayer is allowed.